given the tragic circumstances around the recent fires in South Korea, and AM's and my personal condolences go out to everyone involved, and we wish everyone the very best. I thought I'd share a little bit of an example of how our Wildfire Data as a Service capability that delivers 20 metre resolution global fuel types, a basic set of global fuel types anywhere on the planet, and updates every 10 days. And why is this important? So you can see here, this is an animation over time of the Andong, south of Andong forest area in South Korea where the fires occurred. And over about a 12-month period, you can see how this fuel complex moves in and out of dryness, deciduous, leaf drop, and then green up again, and why that's so important. So this notion of us delivering these fuels, remapping them every 10 days based on changes in structure, that is changes in the cover of how much canopy is there, and the height as well, is really important. So we know this burn severity index, the difference normalized burn ratio, correlates very well with fire line intensity. That's very well published in the literature. So for us to calculate fire line intensity, fuel load is a really important factor. And that changes a lot with the structure. We can infer a lot about the fuel load. So if we try to look at how just the landform level fuel definitions correlate with burn severity, you can see here the darker green areas on here, which are the evergreen pine or needleleaf areas. They correlate somewhat. So this is implying that they're the more severe carrier of fire in these circumstances. Understanding, of course, that it's not just fuels that explains fire severity. When you include the structural components, these are the 24 combinations of structural classes. You can see this is without landform type at all. This is just the structure. The correlation goes up markedly, and you would expect this because the difference normalized burn ratio does look for differences in the structure of vegetation pre and post fire. That implies we should include it in fuel modelling, and this is exactly what we've done. So this is the structure variant version of the landform level fuel classifications in our global fuel capability. Remember, this map is delivered every 10 days, and so you can see the level of correlation between the darker pink areas, the high severity areas, and the darker green areas of our structured forest fuels. So thinking about what this means, anywhere on the planet, 20 metre resolution fuel data, which we're showing here, not randomly, this is just the most recent fire, straight out of the blocks. What does it look like? How do we compare? And this is just the generic version of these fuels, the landform version. We can create domain-specific versions with even more nuanced vegetation types in here to do an even better job. And so what you're seeing here is a dynamic fuel service that's going to be suitable for potentially fire agencies who want improved and more frequently updated data, the insurance risk analysis community, AI providers doing fire hazard layers and risk layers, basically anyone doing advanced wildfire analytics needing better fuel inputs to be a predictor for fire. You should give us a call. It would be our pleasure to help you. Thanks again, and all the very best to those still fighting these fires in the Andong area at the moment.